Hi everybody, Trademark Attorney Josh Gerben. Today I want to tell you the 3 most common mistakes we see trademark owners make. The first item on our list is head and shoulders over everything else because it's the most common mistake that trademark owners make. And that is falling in love with the name for your business, your product or service without running a trademark search and confirming it's cleared to use and register. Many businesses will go to a marketing agency, a branding company, come up with a new name. They get the name, they're in love with it, and then they come to us and they say, we want to register this name as a trademark. And the first thing we'll say is, that's great, but we should run a trademark search to make sure it's not a conflict with the name. And almost invariably, the person will say, oh, don't worry, I've run a search and I'm pretty sure this is okay. And look, in a lot of cases it will be. However, the trademark search you can do online doesn't even come close to the tools that a professional trademark attorney has available to him or her. For example, the software that we use is a professional grade software used by Fortune 500 companies to look for not only identical trademarks that might exist, but for same or similar or even phonetically similar trademarks that are out there. The most common refusal you'll receive in a trademark application is not for an identical trademark to yours, but something that's just similar, that the USPTO identifies as potentially being too close to your trademark, which would ultimately cause confusion among consumers in the marketplace. So it's incredibly important before you fall in love with a name, and you must have it, and there's no exception, that you run a trademark search and confirm the name is legally clear. Now, the second most common mistake we see is not filing a trademark application soon enough. This is because when you file a federal trademark application, that creates the priority nationally in your trademark. From the day you file going forward, your rights have technically started so long as that application ultimately does register. So if you're coming up with a new product, a new business, whatever it may be, and you have a name that you've selected, but then don't start the trademark registration process for 6 months, somebody else in that time could come in and file a same or again similar trademark that will ultimately block your application. So by sitting on it and waiting and not just getting your filing in, that can cause a whole host of problems down the road. And the third most common mistake that we see is because people call us to fix applications they've tried to file on their own or through an online filing service that's not a law firm. You've all seen them, $99, file your trademark, $169, file your trademark. Well, guess what? The only thing you're getting for $169 is access to a software platform that allows you to answer some questions and then we'll submit a trademark application for you. There's no true professional review by a trademark attorney for $100. It just can't happen. There's just too much time that goes into answering all the questions in a trademark application correctly. So when people use these self-help services, do trademark registrations ultimately issue? Sure, some do. But a lot of them don't. A lot of them run into problems. A lot of them run into problems that aren't even fixable, that you have to then refile the trademark application once the client eventually calls an attorney. So I understand nobody likes legal fees. I totally get it. Us lawyers, we have real bad reputation. But there's really good trademark attorneys out there, kind of like us, that can do your trademark application for a flat rate, very reasonable flat rate. You invest a little bit extra in hiring the attorney than just trying to do it yourself online, and the results will pay for themselves. So I hope you found this interesting. Those are the 3 mistakes that I see over and over and over again every single week in my practice. This is Trademark Attorney Josh Gerben. I'll talk to you next time.